Hi everyone, welcome back to Dillon's Den, and today we've got a brand new build for you. Now it's not brand new, it's new to me, new to Dillon's Den, but not new, it has been around for a number of years. I thought I missed out on it when Eagle Moss went belly up, but thanks to Fanhome I have got the opportunity now to get this build. It's one of my all-time favourite cars, so I'm happy that they've re-released it and I've got the chance to now build it. Hector was in the same boat, which I've started, which you've seen on the previous video. I have got the DeLorean, which will be starting soon, and the DB5s. I will be doing them thanks to Agora and Hachette. I'll be doing all of them. The Goldfinger one, the two No Time to Dies. That is one of my favourite cars as well. But this one in question is the Eleanor Mustang, and she needs no introduction. She's just an absolute beautiful car. And the movie Gone in 60 Seconds, I watched it a few weeks ago and it's just as good as when I was a kid. So yeah, great film, great car. So let's take a look into it. So here is just a little guide of everything, and open this up, it does tell you all the features and all the freebies you get. But I just want to show you, if people say, why do you build a car for? Can I just get one? Just buy one, or buy a Lego one? No, I want this one. And to show you the scale of it, look at that. That is its exact size when we have built it. It is 58 centimeters long and weighs about 8 kilograms, 8-9 kilograms. And yeah, it is, yeah, that on display is going to look absolutely epic. Look at it, just to have it in comparison. Look at that. Oh, I can't wait. Be another lovely one to add to my collection. So I'll just show you this in a bit more detail, show you all its features, and then we'll crack on with issues 1 and 2. The Eleanor Mustang 1967. I'm Gone in 60 Seconds. 1/8 scale. We open it up and we do get a lot of information in every magazine we get. Stuff about the film, the actors, and other cars they try to steal. So there's just a few examples of some of the other cars that they try to steal in the movie. And also you get your step-by-step instructions in each one. And here it is. So yeah, so body is made from die-cast metal. It's got the hood opens up. You can see all the engine inside. The cockpit doors open up. All details, all the wheels, colour scheme. It's just that nice silver. I love that colour. It's absolutely fantastic. And then there you go. There's the engine when it's fully assembled. That's it's got working lights. Look at the dash on that. Looks absolutely, just the attention to detail is unreal. Even a little stereo there. That's even got the Go Baby Go on the gear shifter. Got a bit of NOS in the back as well. And there's just some other details for you. So height, 17 centimeters high, 58 long, and weighs about 8 kilograms. Yeah, die-cast metal, ABS, rubbers, yeah, all great quality materials used. And that is it. And yeah, look at that. That's it on my desk. It's going to be absolutely massive. Love it. Absolutely love it. And yeah, I have actually got all these now. So I do have the poster, the binder, license plate, and the cup. So I just need to crack on building. So without further ado, let's crack on with issue 1. Okay guys, so here's issue 1. So as you can see by the binder, I do have quite a few of these. So I've not done them on purpose just because I want to get them on this channel. So we're just going to do issue 1, which has got parts 1 and 2. So what I do like about this is you get 1 magazine per delivery. So at the end of your subscription, you don't have 1,000,001 magazines. which is I do like about this. And like I said, inside you get a lot of different information about the movies, the cars, and the actors, which is really good stuff. But for now, we're just going to crack on with the build. So here is issue number 1. So let's get this cracked open. Okay then, and we do get the front face of the car, which is like the bumper where your lights and grills going to attach to, and that is the die cast metal. Really well made and great paintwork on that. And just like all Powerworks, we do have a screwdriver and other bits and bobs. But first we're just going to get the right headlight and we're going to put that into position just by going in through the front of the bumper and then lining it up, then fixing it down with a DS or 2 screw. And I'm just going to get my better screwdriver now just to nip this up. And yeah, just obviously you want it pretty tight, but don't over tighten it because you know you're going into metal. The actual headlight itself is plastic, so if you are too tight, you run the risk of splitting it, which you don't want to do. So just tighten it up so it feels nice and snug, and that light's not going to move anywhere. Just like that. Okay, so when you've done that, you will do the left side, which is exactly the same. But when I took this out, the actual clear lens actually fell off the housing. But it does just click back in. So it only goes one way, and just give it a good push and it should click in. But yeah, once you have done that, just through the front way, line it up, and then a DS or 2 screw again. And yeah, use that 3-in-1 oil because that's we are going into metal and it does help a hell of a lot. Okay, so next bit we are going to install the smaller headlights just to the side of the main headlights. And don't do what I did. I read the instructions but only glanced at them, and I put the wrong coloured lens on this housing unit. So you do have like a blue lens and a clear lens, so it is the blue ones you want, and make sure you got the right housing as well, because there's 2 different ones, one that goes at the bottom and one which goes next to the main headlight. So just make sure you do use the right ones and don't do what I did, because it took me like half hour to get off, but luckily I did get it off. And it's just a case of getting that lens, lining the peg with the hole and pushing it in, and that is it. Yeah, I made this really difficult for myself. Luckily I had the tools, like I said, to rectify it, otherwise it would bug the hell out of me. It really would. But yeah, like I said, I've rectified it. It's still in good nick. It's still the way it's meant to be. So yeah, bit of advice, if you're doing this model, just make sure you use the right coloured lens. And when we have done that, we are just going to line it up to the front end bumper. So I'm just going to get my screw ready, and I believe it is a PS04. So because we're going into plastic, there's no need for oil this time. So same again, it just lines up from the front, and this like just one peg which goes through the top hole, and then the bottom hole is where we're going to screw this on and secure it in place. But these screws are very, very thin, so take your time with them. Don't press down too hard, otherwise the heads will snap. It happened to me when I was doing the doors, which will be on my next video. But luckily I found a solution to rectify that as well. So yeah, so just nice and easy, just tighten that up so it's nice and snug, but just also don't put too much pressure on. And when we've done that, we're going to do same to the other side. Exactly the same, put the pin through, get a PS04 screw and get that secured into place. And like I said, they are very thin, these screws. And yeah, every now and again it'd just slip off my screwdriver and wind me up. Tell you, I might just get in the hole. I'm that Happy Gilmore. Go home. You're too good for your home. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, so nice and easy. Get that one secured in as well. Okay then guys, so once we have done that, it is just the bottom headlights, which is going to go on the bottom bumper. So I think these are the fog lights actually, and these are with the transparent lenses, not the blue. So yeah, pop them into place just like we did with the smaller headlights. It just pushes right into each other, and then we're going to, from the front end, pop them in each side and secure that as well with an 0.4 screw. Okay, when you've done both sides, it will look like this, and that is starting to look really well, and that's issue 1 complete. Okay guys, so issue 2, you want to get some boiling hot water from the kettle and pour it straight into a container. On the instructions it does say around 75 degrees Celsius, but what I've learned is it's pretty much that temperature from the kettle. I just had to give it a test. So put that to one side. I'm just going to open pack number 2 now, and the first thing we're going to do is get that tyre and pop it in that water for a couple of minutes at least. See in just a second, it is absolutely solid. It really is. It's stiff as anything. You can squeeze it ever so slightly, but not much. So we're just going to pop that in that water just to soften up, and it'll just make it easier to get it on the rim. So I'll put that to one side, and we are going to focus our attention on assembling the alloy. So we're just going to get these 2 parts here and line these up. Okay then, so once we do line this up, yeah, it only goes in one way. There's little grooves in these little notches, and then we are going to secure that with 3 PS05 screws. I'm just going to get them in. I would recommend doing this pretty snug, because yeah, based on that tyre, it looks like it's going to need some welly to get this tyre over. So yeah, tighten these up nice and tight, nice and snug, and then you can get a bit of welly behind both this alloy rim and the tyre when you get that over. Once we've done that, we're going to take the second half of the alloy rim, whatever you want to call it. We're just going to line this. Same again. It only goes it just the 3 holes line up with each other, so it doesn't matter which way around you get it as long as it just lines up. Click it in position, and we're going to use 3 DSO2 screws in those 3 holes, because we are going into metal again. We need that 3-in-1 oil back out. It does make your job extremely easier when going into metal fixings. And this tub idea, which is just an old nail varnish remover tub, was actually World of Wayne's idea. So I shout out to World of Wayne. It's a fantastic idea. It is just a nail varnish remover tub. So empty it, clean it, stick oil in there, and with a little, it's got like a little crescent on top and that pump action. So you pump a little bit out and the oil just sits on top. Perfect for dipping your screws in. But yeah, that's if you don't have one lying around, Amazon, eBay, TikTok shop sell them, and they're literally like £2 each. Probably if that, probably £1 each. So for what it's worth, it makes your oil go a hell of a long way, and it just makes it a lot easier to work with and a lot more cleaner, which is what you want really. And same again, so once we do tighten these 3 up, get them nice and tight, so when we get this tyre on in a minute, it will, also you can give it a bit of welly to get this on. Okay then guys, so final part, we need to bring the tyre back over, and obviously being careful, use some tweezers, or in my case, the thermometer. Get out of that hot water, and we're just going to give it a quick dry off. before putting it on before putting it on the alloy of the tire. And oh, look at that! Oh yes, that is. Oh yes, yes. Come on, it's worked. Yes, look at that. Effortless, effortless. You know, it might not be too bad getting this on now, actually. You know. So I'm just going to give that a quick dry out. And then we're going to get it on position and try and get it on this thing. There we go. Still squashable. And I kid you not, I was going to give up doing this. Even though that has gone, the tyre has gone nice and soft. Trying to get this on. Oh my god. Oh my god, my hands were killing me. My fingers, my hands, I had imprints on my palms. I felt like giving up. I felt like saying, I'm not doing this model anymore, I'm going to quit now. But no, it was, no, seriously though, it was extremely hard to get this on. If anyone's done this model and found a better way to do it, please drop something in the comments. But I did eventually get this on. Once you get one like edge over, just keep hold of that with one hand and just work it round, either clockwise or anti-clockwise, and yeah, just got to keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it all the way around, and eventually it does go on. So I'll speed this up and I'll see you guys on the other side. Ooh, Jesus. Thank God for that. And yeah, it's finally gone on. And I did get the instructions because I thought it might give me a bit of a tips to, a bit of advice to get this on. But no, it doesn't. It just says, get it on. Okay, so once you have got it on, it will seem a bit big on one side, like it's a bit loose. But once it does cool, it does kind of shrink back into position. Hey, so that's it, guys. Part 1 and part 2 from issue 1 is all done. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. But them tires are extremely hard to get on, aren't they? Even if you soften them, trying to get it over that edge, it's I was sweating. My forehead was dripping in sweat doing that. I've never known a part where I like that before. But once it's on, they do look absolutely great. Only 3 more to do. So yeah, if you've enjoyed that and you want to see just build progress and you want to see other builds I'm doing, please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time.